Hey, yo, what up? This your boy Fax. If this your first time rocking with me, hit the sub button, notification bell, so that you're notified every time I drop these videos. Y'all know what I need, man. Like, hypes, and shares. Let's jump into my top 10 shorts. Hey, yo, old school started rocking with a young chick, 29 years old. He 59. He thought everything was gravy. She had her own spot, had 3 kids, big food stamp card, and all that. He decided to slide up in her house and move in with her. About 3 months into the relationship, she started putting her hands on him. So he called his people and was like, yo, I can't deal with this. Sure, you crazy. I think I'm gonna come back home. She overheard him on the phone and beat him to death with a tire iron. She then went to Sears and bought a big deep freezer and put his body up in there. After about 2 days, his friends started realizing that he didn't come home like he said he was. So they reported to the police. The police went out there and started seeing blood splatter all in our house. They opened up that freezer and Eddie was sitting in there chilling, literally. Yo, this chick reached out to this dude on a date website and he lost his damn mind. They started talking for about 3 weeks. They decided to meet up at a local Dunkin' Donuts. When he got out there, it wasn't her, it was her. He was mad as shit, but he still decided to smoke one with her. He took her back to his crib. While they was smoking, he was telling her, yo, you catfished me. And yo, he went to the bathroom. She snatched his keys, ran out of his apartment, jumped into his Cadillac Escalade. When he ran after her, she ran his ass the fuck down. Yo, them dating websites is weird. Hey, yo, this chick, Angel Marie, convinced her girlfriend to move to Atlanta. And when she got down there, she chopped her ass up, burned up her body, and put that shit in a trash bag and took her identity over. She took over the girl SSI, her Section 8, her EBT. It wasn't until Georgia Department of Social Services reached out to her and was like, yo, we gotta come down here for a face-to-face requalification that she got caught, yo. The body was found years ago, but police didn't know what the fuck popped off. And when they found out that she was using that dead woman's identity, man, they locked her ass the fuck up.
I just wish she would have listened to me.
Yo, this woman was fresh out of a marriage and decided to turn a new leaf for the new year. She went to a friend's party with her new boyfriend and shit. When she got there, her ex was there and shit. She wasn't really tripping, but as she started drinking, she started turning into a gangster and shit. She started trying to make her ex leave the fucking party, and he refused to leave. And to make matters worse, he knew her boyfriend. So she was sitting on the couch mad as shit, watching her ex and her new boyfriend high-five each other, doing lines, taking shots, smoking bowls, and all of this shit. When finally, witnesses said she jumped up and said, you know what? I got something for your fucking ass. Witnesses said she jumped up like Snoop Dogg and started quick walking out the house. They said about 5 minutes later, they heard a car doing donuts in the yard. So they ran to the front door. When they got to the front door, she started letting off shots. She hit an innocent bystander in the torso. At some point, they thought the individual would die. She sped off from the fucking scene, wrecked her car about a half a mile up the block, got locked the fuck up, got convicted, and she's facing 20 years in the penitentiary, all because of fucking alcohol and the belief that she controlled the fucking room. Hey, yo, this girl named Charmaine was 37 years old, living in a shelter with 8 of her children. She finally got a housing voucher in Baltimore and moved into the projects. Shortly after getting out there, her sons would go outside to play and get bullied by the other children in the neighborhood. Her daughters would receive unwanted attention from older men. She started writing a housing authority explaining what was going on, and every time she put in a request for a transfer about that particular projects, she was denied. Housing authority was telling her she needed police reports, so she started calling the cops every time her children or her property would get violated. One day, a 19-year-old boy came from around the corner and pumped 7 bullets in her back in front of all 8 of her children. He got locked up, but the charges were dropped. Nobody in the community would come forward. Karma spent the block and they found him shot up 7 years later. Yo, it's wild that as black people, we not safe amongst each other, nor are we safe away from each other. This shit is wild. Hey, yo, when this chick broke up with her ex-boyfriend, he went into silent stalker mode. He started tracking her every move through social media without her even knowing about it. When he saw a new dude pop up in her life, he immediately went in for the kill. He found out the dude's name, found out where he lived, and found out his birthday. He then went out there and stole an Amazon delivery driver vest. He appeared at that dude's apartment complex, had the receptionist call him down for the package, and when he came down, he shot his ass 4 fucking times, killed him on his fucking birthday. This shit is bugged the fuck out, and it's spooky out there. Hey yo, they locked this kid up for possession of a firearm as a convicted felon. He posted his $20,000 bond and went to work immediately. He knew he would need money to fight the case. He hit his right-hand man Amar up and ran a play down on him. They went from state to state disabling ATM machines by putting crazy glue in the car slot. When a technician would show up to fix the machine, they'd hop out, beat the shit out the technician, and take everything out of the machine. Yo, they made off with $800,000 in cash until they ran to the grab and started flexing cash. Got their asses locked the fuck up. Hey yo, this old man overheard his children discussing who was gonna get what once he passed, and he decided nobody was gonna get shit. He took them out to eat at a 5-star restaurant, directed the waitress to where he wanted to sit, and told them he forgot his billfold in the car. He went out to the car and drove that shit directly into the restaurant, killing his daughter-in-law, he killed the whole fucking family. Hey yo, this dude started fucking with this girl that told him, yo, I got a crazy ass baby father, and he telling me to tell you that if you keep coming around here, he gonna fucking kill you. She told him that she liked him and she really wanted to get to know him, but that her baby father was preventing her from doing so. Yo, he told her to go tell her baby father eat a fucking dick and shit. And yo, the baby father told her, he said, yo, tell him if he come by here one more time, I'ma plug his ass the fuck up and shit. She told him, he didn't listen. The baby father had a junkie that lived across the street from his baby mom, and he told the junkie, hey yo, the next time he leave here, follow his ass home and call me and shit. The junkie did just fucking that. Hey yo, Nathaniel went over there, knocked on that man's door. Soon as he opened it, he shot him in his fucking face. Man, this dude came home from the penitentiary and went out there looking for a job. God blessed him, and he got hired 3 days later as a security guard by a family-owned security company that was out there giving ex-felons a second chance. Yo, he got his first paycheck and lost his fucking mind. The paycheck had a typo on his name, so when he went to the bank and tried to cash it, they wouldn't allow him to cash it. He called the security agency and started cursing the man's wife out, talking about, yo, y'all trying to play me. Y'all trying to play me. She told him to come up there so that they could rectify the problem. As soon as he got out there, he was arguing with the owner and the owner's wife, and the owner was like, yo, just chill, I'm about to cut you a new check. As soon as he turned to his wife to tell her to cut him a new check, he pulled out a gun and shot the owner in his fucking face. The owner fell to the ground and he stood over him and shot him multiple times. Hey yo, all behind a typo on a paycheck. Hey yo, them inmates is bugged the fuck out. Some of these dudes is crazy as hell. Hey yo, this girl named Charmaine was 37 years old, living in a shelter with 8 of her children. She finally got a housing voucher in Baltimore and moved into the projects. Shortly after getting out there, her sons would go outside to play and get bullied by the other children in the neighborhood. Her daughters would receive unwanted attention from older men. She started writing a housing authority explaining what was going on, and every time she put in a request for a transfer about that particular projects, she was denied. Housing authority was telling her she needed police reports, so she started calling the cops every time her children or her property would get violated. One day, a 19-year-old boy came from around the corner and pumped 7 bullets in her back in front of all 8 of her children. He got locked up, but the charges were dropped. Nobody in the community would come forward. Karma spent the block and they found him shot up 7 years later. Yo, it's wild that as black people, we not safe amongst each other, nor are we safe away from each other. This shit is wild. Hey yo, this dude Ben knew he had that shit before he got married to a fellow cop. And he posted that shit on Facebook that they was getting married. His baby mother reached out to his new wife and was like, yo, you know he's sick. Hey yo, she did a little investigation and sure enough, her and her fucking unborn child had HIV. He failed to disclose that shit with his sick ass. Hey yo, Rashad Muhammad got locked up for shooting somebody, attempted murder. He walked with a cane and he take medication daily for a blood condition that he's been dealing with his entire life. Well, he ends up going to the Fulton County Jail and they refuse him his medication that he takes on a daily basis. Within 11 days, he was laid up in Grady and they had to amputate several fingers and feet and everything.
Suffered in this place.
Yes.
I asked him for something simple like my medicine.
No, he went to jail and got fucked up. What's crazy about it is that they eventually dropped the charges and deemed it self-defense. So he hurting real bad because he didn't even have to be in jail. Hey, yo, this woman called her husband's mother and told her, yo, your son in here spaced out. You need to come and check on him. When the mother got over there, she saw that her son had a lot on his mind and was just having a mental health crisis, so she decided to spend the night. Yo, in the middle of the night, he picked up a butcher knife and stabbed his wife 19 times. When the police came through and asked him what was up, he told the police that his business was in ruins and he couldn't see his wife go from living in $1 million home to a $200,000 home, so he stabbed her up to take her out of her misery. Yo, this chick reached out to this dude on a date website and he lost his damn mind. They started talking for about 3 weeks. They decided to meet up at a local Dunkin' Donuts. When he got out there, it wasn't her, it was her. He was mad as shit, but he still decided to smoke one with her. He took her back to his crib. While he was smoking, he was telling her, yo, you catfished me. And yo, he went to the bathroom. She snatched his keys, ran out of his apartment, jumped into his Cadillac Escalade. When he ran after her, she ran his ass the fuck down. Yo, them dating websites is weird. Hey, yo, this woman was messing around with another woman's husband and she lost her mind. She enlisted the help of 3 other girls, went up to her job and put in that work. They beat the brakes off this chick right here. This is what she told the news.
They stabbed when they was trying to stab me in my stomach. I had to protect myself, so I got like stab wounds all on my hands. They told the team members they'll smack out of them and beat out of them if they didn't move out the way. So they pushed them, and one girl came up. We was fighting for like at least 20 seconds, and that's when they started jumping me.
After they put in that work, they ran to social media and started making posts talking about that problem is out the way. They locked all 4 of them chicks up and shit. I got a long form video out about this. Come check me out. Hey, yo, this chick, Angel Marie, convinced her girlfriend to move to Atlanta. And when she got down there, she chopped her ass up, burned up her body, and put that shit in a trash bag and took her identity over. She took over the girl SSI, her Section 8, EBT. It wasn't until Georgia Department of Social Services reached out to her and was like, yo, we gotta come down here for a face-to-face requalification that she got caught, yo. The body was found years ago, but police didn't know what the fuck popped off. And when they found out that she was using that dead woman's identity, man, they locked her ass the fuck up.
I just wish she would have listened to me.
Yo, this girl named Melissa from NY met this dude online from Jamaica. They chopped it up for about 3 months online, and she married him before she even met him. This month, she flew out there to go meet him for the first time. He her husband. He got her in a room and beat her to death with a bamboo stick. Yo, Jamaican authorities said that this ain't the first time. Apparently, he been luring individuals from the States to Jamaica, robbing them and scamming.